Okay, talking with a relatively new singer on the country western scene, Terri Gibbs today. I guess that'd be a relatively good place to start with. She's probably best known for the song you had last year, Somebody's Knockin', and that was a relatively, well, very big hit on the country charts, also a crossover hit onto the pop charts. And that is kind of unusual, that because basically single, and that will maybe get up to about number 80, and then the second one might hit into the 50s someplace, but it's not usually until the third or fourth release that they get a top 10 hit, much less like yours did, all the way up to number 1. That must have made you a very happy lady.
Well, it really did, because I really didn't expect it, and I worked towards this thing for a long time, and it's kind of funny when it all started happening. I didn't know what to do. It kind of scared me a little bit.
Okay. How do you like all of a sudden being the big superstar and everything? Is that must be pretty nice?
Well, it's nice. It's like the answer to a dream, really. I still feel like sometimes it's happening to somebody else.
Is singing something that you always wanted to do, something you've worked at for a long time, or?
Yes, I'd always wanted to be a singer since I was a little girl, and I always dreamed about it, fantasized about it, and so, like I said, it's kind of an answer to a dream.
Okay. I know with a lot of beginning singers that are trying to break into the business, they all hope to be, I guess a good term for it would be discovered. Now, is that what happened to you, or how did you break into the business and get to make that first album?
Well, to a certain degree, I guess it was what you call discovery. The guy who is now my producer, Ed Penny, found an old tape of mine that I had submitted to a publishing company back in '74. It was some songs I had written, and he found it like 4 years later in '78, but had no phone number or address on it, and he didn't have any way of getting in touch with me. And it so happened that he looked around, and couldn't find out anything about Terri Gibbs. And so about 2 or 3 months later, I was going to send out a last round of tapes. I was kind of making my last attempt to get into the recording business. And I sent one to this publishing company because I was hoping that maybe they might remember me and maybe they would know someone they could recommend me to or whatever. And he happened to be looking for me at that time, and I didn't know it. So it was a lot of luck really involved. If I hadn't seen that tape, I don't know what would have happened. But so that's how he discovered me, and he brought me to Nashville. And
okay.
so it was really great for me.
Sounds good. Well, now, after the success you had with the first album, now all of a sudden your new album is out, I'm a Lady, and the new release off that, I Want to Be Around, they're both doing real well. That must even be adding to the enjoyment even more.
It really is. I really hope that I can have some more hit records and kind of stay around on the music scene for a long time. I really like that.
Oh, I'm sure you will. We enjoy playing your songs. Everybody seems to like those quite a bit. What is in the future now for Terri Gibbs?
Well, I'm going to be doing probably a lot more writing. I know I did write quite a bit for a while, then I kind of slacked off for a while, but starting to get back into that now, and I'll be doing quite a bit of touring and quite a bit of television, so I imagine I'll be keeping pretty busy from now on.
Okay, it sounds good. Now, just for the benefit of our listeners, you are appearing at the Carlton right now, and let's see, how many nights do you have left, and the different times and everything that they can come down and catch the show if they'd like to?
Okay, I'll be there through Saturday night, and we're doing 2 shows nightly, one at 7 and one at 9:30. So we'd like to invite everybody to come out and catch the show. We'd certainly appreciate it.
Okay, and that's at the Carlton backstage.
Right.
Right. Okay, well, Terri, I'll tell you, I'd like to wish you lots of luck in the future, and thanks for talking with us today, and also happy holidays to you.
Well, thank you, and the same to you.
Okay.